Sure, sure.
Where did you go to school?
Like grade school, high school.
How much school you did?
I went to, I graduated from OIT, which is in Klamath Falls, Oregon Institute of Technology. So mechanical engineering was my major. So I've been in the manufacturing industry for about 30 years, something like that. So not real exciting, but I enjoyed it. I thought OIT was a good school. It's really small, so small class size. What's your major here?
Philosophy.
Oh, neat, interesting. What do you think of all this conversation? You've been pretty quiet. You've been listening a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of, I see you getting a lot of the same questions.
Yeah.
The same answers, and it doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, it's a lot of, because we've talked to many people today, and a lot of them do have the same questions and objections, and so in a way it makes it easy to answer them. I don't always have the greatest answers, but I try and satisfy the answers, and then give a reason for why we're here, is to get the gospel of Jesus Christ out, so people don't die in their sins and go to hell. That's the crux of it, really. And then we can talk about evolution and homosexuality, all these other side issues, even soteriology and epistemology. How do you know things? Well, according to you, if you are the standard, then sure. But you're not the standard. You're not God. So.
Yeah. God isn't always right.
No, he always is right. You're wrong because he's the standard. Are you, like, here's an example. Are you a good person?
Yes.
Okay. So have you kept the 10 Commandments?
No answer.
I know it's scary.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to. That's funny because that's a dangerous thing. So it's called the good person test, and we've done it quite a bit today. It's just when you say that you're a good person, you've lied, and so you've actually violated the 9th commandment, which is you shall not lie. That kind of makes sense. So I've gotten to do a few of those, but it's actually very scary to those that have been hearing it because it reveals sin. Reveals sin in people's life. So do you have any kind of a religious background or faith background or anything like that?
Not really. I read a lot. And I've had religious people in my life. Various facets of my life, I guess. But I wasn't raised religious. And I wasn't, I've never been committed to any sort of religious philosophy in my life.
Yeah, so do you believe there's like an afterlife, or you just kind of believe we go into the ground and that's all, game over type of thing, or what do you believe?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I think those are good questions.
Yeah.
Good questions.
Philosophical questions, right?
Yeah. Or scientific questions. Kind of depends how you want to look at it.
Well, yeah, it's scientific in a sense, yeah, because it's knowledge, Yeah. So, are you good enough to go to heaven, if there was one? That's the big question.
I don't know. I don't know what qualifies you to go to heaven.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the standard, the 10 Commandments. You probably heard them before, maybe even familiar with them. So, how many lies have you told in your life?
Who knows?
More than 10?
Probably.
Okay, more than 50?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so what would you be called then?
What do you mean? A liar?
Well, yeah, a liar. You're very good. Very good. You're picking it up. Yeah, that's the idea. And then, have you ever stolen anything before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So, have you ever used God's name in vain, even though you may not believe in Him? Like, oh my God, or crash on your bike and say, oh, JC, use Jesus Christ's name.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So that's called.
I think I got that. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming. I appreciate you helping us build a crowd here.
Of course.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to come here and talk. It's a public space.
Yeah, good. It's America. That's good. And then, have you ever looked at somebody with lust, do you think, in your life?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Jesus would call adultery of the heart, right? And then, one more. Have you ever hated anybody before?
No.
Never. Okay.
I don't know if I don't with people I don't like. But
yeah, it's like that.
not hate.
If you had a knife, a gun, or a bomb, you'd do them in, or some poison or something like that. Pour something in their drink and kill them or whatever. That type of anger,
No.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's good. So, according to the Ten Commandments, then, and correct me if I'm wrong, because there's a lot of distractions. I'm listening to different things going on. That you admitted to be a liar and a blasphemer and an adulterer at heart, right?
Sure, yeah.
Correct? Okay. So if God were to judge you, and this is a little philosophical, right? So maybe you can relate.
Yeah.
Philosophical, but would you be innocent or guilty if God were to judge you based on that?
Guilty.
Guilty. And would you go to heaven or hell based on that?
Probably hell.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. But that's the idea. So does that concern you, the idea of going to hell in your sins?
I'm not going to argue with somebody who's acting like a child.
No, but only because I think it kind of ties to something you said earlier that was interesting, that like, how do you know what you know?
Yeah, epistemology, right?
Yeah. Also, real quick, I think she might have been a little right about I don't know if people who commit suicide do get arrested.
It might be. Now, I'm not sure about this particular state, but in general, it's a crime.
Okay.
Yeah, in general. Now, I don't know each individual state, and that'd be a good thing to look up. Last I heard, it was a crime, but I may not be up with the latest things on of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So,
just wanted, I don't know.
no, that's a good point. I should go look that up. But yeah, in general, it's just like she was saying, I can't go rape somebody and get away with it. That's my body. I get to do with my body with whatever I want.
Yeah.
And but they say no, but that's a woman's body. You can't rape a woman. But it's my body. It's that same type of thing. And so rape is the same. Rape is wrong for the same reason that abortion is wrong. It's a violent act on another person's body.
What is your epistemology? How do you know what you know?
Well,
I'm curious.
I have to get revelation from an all-knowing being, God, and his Bible, the Word of God. And so otherwise, I can't really know anything. It's like if you say you don't believe in God, you can't even have a handle on reality. I mean, we could be just protozoa swimming around in a little petri dish. We could be in the Matrix. We could be a brain in a vat being sent signals. How do we know? How do we even know what's real? You know what I mean?
It's a good question.
That kind of makes sense?
I don't think you can, but I also don't think there's really a point considering stuff like that,
Well, I think because
we
of
could all be in the Matrix, but like.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and so the idea with that, it's called presuppositional apologetics, which kind of it is a little bit philosophical, kind of a philosophical branch of apologetics, Christian apologetics, and basically it's and not necessarily you because you say you believe in God or something like that, but it's somebody that says there's no God, and I've heard that quite a bit on campus. There's no God. I hate your effing God. There's no God or whatever. Say, wait a minute, you hate God, but there is no God. Right. Come back here. I want to talk to you because that didn't make any sense, right? Yeah. And so that's what we have. We have two options. We have God, or we have nonsense, or God or absurdity. So you're reduced to absurdity if you don't believe in. You say you don't believe in God because there's no way to discover what's real. You got a question, man?
I do.
Yeah, my name's John.